Can you tell me a little bit about Creative Equity Builders? How long have you guys been in business? What do you do?
So Creative Equity Builders has been in business since 2015. We've been designing kitchens and bathrooms. We also do other highly functional areas, master dressing suites, game rooms, anything where you'd have high functionality or you want specific aesthetics. Before that, we were doing, full renovations, but not exclusively in the kitchen and bathroom field.
I know you tried Angie's and we're trying Angie's when we started working together. Did you work with any other kind of marketing services in the past?
I've used Facebook and Facebook ads and Google ads. It's very time consuming. And, as we've had previous conversations, I've explained how time consuming it has been. And that would be a benefit of using you for your services. So that way I wouldn't have to worry about trying to spend all this time advertising myself, where you could, take that one full time and I could worry more about landing clients and working with my clients than I would trying to find my clients.
Yeah. So I mean, you've already told me a little bit, but I do like to hear it again. What ultimately led you to join and actually start working with me?
What ultimately made me want to start working with you is that when I started to listen to you as a person talk to me, I didn't hear a sales pitch as much as I did an effort for somebody to want to grow their business. And within growing someone's business, you're going to be successful. And you're going to be successful through hours of dedication and trying for your clients. If you're successful for your clients, you're going to be successful as a business owner. And something that I heard in you was more of a sincerity than just trying to sell somebody on, advertising package.
Yeah. No, and that's kind of been my philosophy. So I'm glad that came through. So I want to dive into the results, specifically in month one a little bit, since we blew it away in month one. It sounded, gave me a lot of hope for what was to come. So can you talk about what happened during that first 4 weeks working together?
During that first 4 weeks, we actually, landed $250,000 worth of revenue from those leads, and which has increased over 300,000 from that first month with the add-ons from those projects.
And so you might not have an answer to this question, but what were some of the issues or problems that you were having prior to working with me that have now been resolved?
Well, that's an easy question to answer. The biggest problem that I was having before working with you was contacting clients or potential leads. So, reaching out to people would take a lot of time. And it was also hard for me to stay organized with reaching out to these people on a regular enough basis to follow up. People are busy. They don't always answer their phones. So with your call system and the way you have it laid out, you're constantly following up through text, email, or phone call. And, not overwhelming people, but enough to get a response to figure out if the person wants to move forward with an appointment or if they just want to kind of sit still and, come back to it another time. But that has freed up a tremendous amount of time, and it's been much more efficient because, we're getting clients to respond a lot more than I would had if I had been doing it myself, or even in-house for that matter. It's not necessary. I don't have to manage a person. I give it to you. You're managing all the potential leads coming in and getting those appointments set. So it saves a lot of time, and it also makes sure that I'm not letting leads slip through the cracks.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. No, that's good, because that's one of the things that's one of the big value adds, I think. We're not just giving you leads, but we're actually calling them up, vetting them, doing all that stuff. So how much revenue do you think you will likely add through our services now, doing your website, doing your Google, doing your Facebook? If you had to predict how much potential revenue you would add in 2024, do you have a number?
1 to 2 million.
1 to 2 million. Okay. Sweet. Yeah, I think that's very doable. And last question here. What would you say to someone who's considering working with me?
I would say that, I don't think that they're going to find anybody else that's going to be as fair as you are when it comes to trying to make the business relationship successful.
Hmm.
And being fair is important. You can't ask for somebody to give you everything and give them nothing. You can't, you have to, it has to be a balanced agreement. And, you're looking for people that are sincere and fair and going to be honest with you, transparent, all those things. And I believe it's what you bring to the table versus a lot of these marketing agencies that are just out here just to gain more clients. I call them pump and dump. They just pump as many out as they can. If whether they fall off or not doesn't matter. You want your clients to be happy and to stay with you.
Yeah.